We start. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hi everyone. We have people from different countries and people from Muscat. We have people from Egypt. We have people from Saudi Arabia, and we have speakers from all over the world. Engineer Hattan, would you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, hi, Shireen. Do you hear me well now?
Yes, very clear. I can hear you very clear, and the camera is clear.
Okay, thank you. First of all, I would like really to thank you for inviting me in this wonderful platform. My name is Hattan Sulimani. I'm holding a mechanical engineering degree. I'm working with Safola Foods since 17 years. I'm holding now a PS Executive Director of Hafia Saudi plant. I hope everyone will be enjoying the discussion of today about the digital transformation in the food industry.
So let's have a just introduction before we start, because today is a special day. We have a group of speakers, so please, there is something called the Q&A session. If you have any question for any speaker, we will explain. So first we introduce Mr. Hattan, and we have other speakers. Can we open the agenda, please? Okay. Welcome, everyone. So today we have to speak in English, so the whole session will be in English, but if someone wants to ask a question, speak in Arabic, it's okay. But we have to speak in English because of the participants and speakers and many. But if any speaker would like to speak in Arabic, it's more than welcome as well. So this is our fourth Digital Transformation and Industry 4.0 online conference. We are so proud that we have it for the fourth time, for the fourth year. Today we have a special group of guests. We have Engineer Hattan. He is from Saudi Arabia, and he is manufacturing director at Safola Foods, and he will share great experience with us today about their practice, their experience. Then we will have Dr. Mohsen Farid. He is British Egyptian. He will join us. He will talk about data analytics, about data science, and how it can help digital transformation. We'll talk about machine learning, deep learning in concepts, and how it's applied all over the different industries. And we are going after that to have Engineer Islam Al-Barbari. Islam is from GE Digital. We have worked together on several projects of digital transformation, and it's great to have him with us today. How to have a sustainable economy, because the future is about digital transformation. And then we talk about the people side. We will have our guest, Mr. Wael Hussam. Wael will talk about the digital transformation projects, how they can succeed instead of failing. How can we guarantee success? We will talk about the people side. And at the end, we will end with a panel with Mr. Milos and Mr. Omar Bider. Milos is representing Europe at this conference, and Mr. Omar is representing, of course, his company called Origin X. It's Canadian, Egyptian, and Saudi company. They will talk about the future, how it will change our career in manufacturing. So whatever your business is, if it's service, if it's manufacturing, we're happy to have you with us today, because we will have different topics from different people, okay? And this is for the agenda. Between each session, we will give you because it's a long day, so we'll give you 10 minutes break sometimes, 8 to 10 minutes, for some people who want to do some prayer or drink or grab a cup of coffee or do anything, just a short break, because it's taking 4 hours. No way that we stay 4 hours fixed in our seats like this. Okay? So I can see some people have issues with my voice. Is it clear, Hattan? Can you hear me clearly?
For me, it's clear, yeah.
Okay, so we hope it improves. So we move on after the agenda. Okay, So we will have different, but this is before Hattan. We want to talk first, just introduce him. So I'm just giving few minutes for people to jump in. We are live now. Okay. So Hattan, why don't you introduce yourself in details to people before we start with your session, please?
As I said, my name is Hattan Sulimani. I'm holding a mechanical engineering degree. I have been working in Safola. It's one of the food companies in Saudi Arabia, and also it is well known in the MENA region. I have been working with them since 17 years now. We have just started the digital transformation journey, which will have a detailed discussion, inshallah, during the session.
I don't know, is a voice issue from your side or my side? Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, but can you hear me, Shireen?
Yes, I can hear you now. So we have as well Milos. Milos, would you introduce yourself to the attendees, please? Milos?
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Milos Stankovic. I am from company Pyron Technology, which is a boutique consultancy firm, mainly focused on digital transformation and Industry 4 technologies. So we are operating both in Europe and the Middle East area. Thank you.
So for teams, anyone wants to ask any question, okay, you can put it in Q&A. There is something called the Q&A. It's on the bottom of the screen. You can write your questions for Hattan first because it's his first session. After that, Dr. Mohsen. So everyone in this session, just you can ask him a question, okay? So basically, so let's start Hattan, okay? So please again, can you show the agenda? Because some people are asking about the agenda. Please, Iman, show the agenda quickly again. Now we can see the agenda. Just again, can you send it as a photo as well in the comments? Okay. So before we start, I'll just give you a couple of slides. Please, Iman, open the intro. So first, some people talk about digital transformation. Is it happening? Is it real? Is it happening now? Is it vague? For some people, is it clear? Usually, we introduce to you some guests who did it themselves, who lived it, so they can share with us their experience. Okay, so COVID changes, technology made everything about us in a different way. So it has created a lot of cheap things for us. We heard about so many concepts. So today as well, we will share with you the glossary. We have a glossary done by Symbios-Consulting team, and we are happy to share it. We will upload it here. And we will talk about more than 100 terms because I meet people tell me, Shireen, what is MES? I tell them manufacturing execution system. What is IoT? So we managed to work on gathering together more than 100 terms about digital transformation. What is digitization? What is digitalization? What is AR? What is VR? So our team have worked on a very nice document. I have been working on it for a while, okay? And we will share it soon with you as well. So let's start with Hattan. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
So first, we want to ask you a simple question. How fast do you think that companies will adapt to digital transformation strategies and Industry 4.0? I know you are one of the pioneers and leaders at Savola, and you have been sharing lots of success all over the world. So first, I'd like to thank you for being with us. By the way, all the sessions will be recorded. We will upload it on our YouTube channel and you will receive link for it. And Iman will send you now the YouTube channel for everyone to subscribe, please, so you can receive notifications and videos. So back to you, Hattan, again. I'm sorry. So first thing, how fast do you think that companies will adapt to digital transformation strategies? Do you think that companies will adapt an Industry 4.0? What do you think?
Sure. Especially if we think back again to the Corona time. I believe Corona time, due to the lockdown and the quarantine of people, and I think at that time, most of factories and companies, they were suffering in securing their product in the market and keep business running. So I believe nowadays, after we pass that period, most of, I will not say a couple of companies, but I can say now most of the companies now, they should think again about the digital transformations, because I believe this will be a key initiative that it could take them to another success area, an area that they can avoid such hassle in the future if in case it happens, an area that can really improve their performance and their productivity and their cost as well. Especially now we are in the trend of having a supply chain deficiency globally. Commodities prices is shooting up. So the consumer cannot be affording having all that inflation in his product. So here it comes that the digital transformation should be part of their agenda in order to minimize the cost impact, helping the delivery of the product of those companies to the market, helping the factory and the industry to keep up and running in the future in case of things happen like what happened during the Corona time.
And it's interesting because Savola Group is a regional and multinational, and you as Savola, you have been investing in it in several factories, right?
Now we did the investment in Saudi factory. We start now with the pilot area. Normally shareholders, they're almost they're afraid in going in investment in digital transformation without seeing really a tangible return of investment of these initiatives. So in Savola, we decided to go. This will be our vision. We want to prove the concept in Saudi. After going there in Saudi and we launched the digital transformation successfully, we will go and roll out across all the factories around the MENA region.
Wow. So have you started like a pilot in each factory, in your factory in Saudi, like a pilot line or something?
Yeah, we did it now, maybe a couple of weeks ago. We are live. We have introduced around 20 use cases. For sure, we're not doing this alone. We are having a very strong partnership with Deloitte and AWS, Amazon. So I think they are one of the most advanced consultant and cloud service provider in the world. Just now we have launched 2 use cases, which is real asset monitoring and maintenance collaboration platform. This will give a real data on a spot. You don't need to wait for getting the data. The data will be floating to the cloud second by second. It will help you to take a decision on time rather than you wait until you get the information. Also, we are trying to depend on the artificial intelligence because, as we all know, that IQ was one of the measure of hiring people, but now is not that very important measure of hiring. We need people for artificial intelligence, for social intelligence, but we don't need them really to be running behind, analyzing and trying to find a solution for issues that happen. So here we need to depend on the artificial intelligence. It can predict the downtime of your plant, and it can help to predict the issue and moving forward and improving your overall equipment effectiveness rather than you depend on the manufacturing excellence and lean, which can give you 5 to 10% incremental in your performance, but moving to digital transformation, it's gonna give you a 20 or above than 20% performance improvement in your plant or in your factory performance overall.
Wow, wow. So do you like to share the video now or?
Yes, please.
Okay, so thank you for sharing this video with us. It's a clear success story, and I think it's very professional video. So thank you for accepting that we share it here. So we will. I think it's Iman, I think we cannot see it. We see something like endpoint protection. So till Iman starts the video, we can ask you another question. Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Your journey at Savola. Can you speak about the journey in more details in Savola?
The journey actually it was. Shall we see the video now or?
Okay, perfect. Let's see.
Can you hear the sound?
Yes, we can hear it.
We are primarily keen to make a positive impact on society and health. For many years, Savola has been a leading innovator in the food industry in our region, with innovations such as non-hydrogenated edible oils, robotic automation, and most recently, immunity-boosting edible oil.
Here in our plant in Jeddah, we are converting our unrefined oil to edible oils such as corn that are delivered to grocery stores and business across almost 50 countries. It's a complex operation. It also means there is a huge opportunity to utilize our data that is generated from our factory floor. Through the use of IoT sensors, we are taking steps to capture machine and technician performance data in real time. Given these data volumes, we also need computing power to process and visualize it. The AWS cloud gives us that power. It's allowing us to work even faster with the great accuracy than before.
We built the Savola Future Smart Factory platform using Industry 5.0 principles, bringing user centricity next to the technology to improve outcomes for machine technicians, operators, and plant leadership.
That's all. Thank you.
Were you part of this project? Were you part of this success, Hattan?
Yes, sure. We have been now almost 1.5 years in this journey. I think we start writing the history in MENA region, and especially in Savola, and more particularly in food industry. As you know, Shireen, I think especially in Middle East and North Africa regions, most of food factories are running in a very, very, very traditional processes and very traditional operation. So I think now is a time to go and uplift the industry to match the new future, the new demand of the consumer. So we are so happy now in Saffola that we started. I believe it is a long journey. Actually, we're not just aiming to have an 4.0 industry. Our main aim is to reach to 5.0, where the machine can talk to each other. This is our objective. It was set by our Chief Product Supply Officer, Mr. Sharif Jum'a, who was very interested in the digital transformation. We need to go with auto-derived system, where the system or our factory can detect the issues, reject it, adjust it, and running in autopilot mode. There is no need for people to go and operate the machineries. We need people to go and think how they can develop the end product, how they can satisfy the customer, how they can optimize the operation.
Thank you. It's great. I know Sharif has retired lately, and he's a good friend. He has been doing lots of good work. But before we move on to the next question, people think this digital transformation and Industry 4.0 is only for big companies. So what do you think?
I don't think so. It does not mean that going to the digital transformation it's gonna cost you a lot. I think if we take back again in our homes, you'll find now so many companies, small companies, they are offering to have a smart home applications. So even those who are having their houses, they are really interested in having smart houses in their own life. Now we cannot live without our tablets and phones. I'm talking here from my side in Saudi, where the government sectors already started the digital transformation long time ago. We used before to wait in a very long queue to have our passport. Now I can renew my passport when I'm sitting in my home. So this is the life. Whether the company is big or small, you have to adapt. Otherwise, you will be out of the business.
Yes, especially the customers, the new generations, they act differently. They think differently.
Yeah.
And they're becoming very cheap, so it makes our life easier. And they say that you should do it even if you are a small startup. So, and especially, I think in Saudi Arabia, out of our work, there is a lot of support by the kingdom and the new strategy to help everyone to adapt digital transformation.
I totally agree with you, Shireen. I think 1 week ago, the government had launched through the Ministry of Industry also an initiative of smart factories and digital transformations. So there is a huge support also, especially for those companies in Saudi, that they will have a very good support even from the government sector as well.
Yes. Okay, which is quite interesting to everyone. I'm still reading the document. It's a heavy one.
Yeah.
It's not easy to interpret it. It's a very powerful document, changing the future. So can we move to our next question to you, Hattan? Do you think that top management, the managers, the directors, all across the region, are they ready?
I believe most of them, they are ready, because they have seen that what happened they have seen what happened in Corona time. So I believe whenever you have approaching the top management with such initiative and such idea, they will be very interested. However, you should support that initiative with very strong ROI system, because this is what it means for the shareholders. I believe I truly support your point, Shireen. The top management, from my point of view, they are ready. They have seen what happened in the corona, and I don't think they want to repeat that experience again.
But the problem is in education. The problem is in understanding, because some people think it's very complex. Some managers don't understand the basics. Some decision makers who sit on the board, their average age is more than 50 and 60, and they are not techie people. So how do you handle this? What's your advice?
This is what I'm saying. If you support your initiative and your proposal with a very strong ROI system, ROI, return of investment, I believe this is what it's mean to the top management and any shareholders, whether he's an old man or he's a young. If you are coming with an initiative that it will return positively and it will improve the factory performance, the delivery of your product, the customer satisfaction, minimizing the operation cost, no one will ignore that. No one can ignore that.
But the problem, be honest, because I have been working in this and big projects, it's not easy to prove the ROI, number one. Number two, digital transformation and the way and the technology, it shouldn't be always all about money. You shouldn't make big investment in vain, but you don't have to justify everything, because if you keep doing the same way, this might slow your transformation. You got my point?
I got your point, Shireen. But again, you have to, the one who gonna approach the management, he should go there with a use cases like what we did in the beginning. I know some of the use cases has no strong ROI. So one of the key step of winning and getting the management support is to have a use cases that have a tangible return on investment. You go with the pilot area, so you minimize your investment to prove that there is an income or there is a benefit is going to the plant before you go and roll out and going with a very huge investment. You are not sure 100% what will be the return.
Okay, interesting. Because I like how passionate you are and how you think it can be done, because I feel it's always the problem that people go to digital transformation with big investment, and which is wrong. And sometimes you need to make simple things to make the use cases proof of concept. I fully agree with you. Perfect, of course.
I will give you an example. I will give you an example, Shireen. Our aim is to go with a very automated plant with a complete machine-to-machine connection. But we did not go and do that immediately. We are still running the use case, which will have a real asset monitoring system, a maintenance collaboration platform. We did not go to. We did not think to go and advance before stepping the first step of building the foundation of digital transformation. So this will take a little bit of investment. I don't think it will be a huge investment. We should not go and aim for a full smart factory. Go and build your cases step by step until you reach to the goal. I
agree. And you have to believe, because 70% of companies in US say that a survey was run that they finished their digital transformation journey. Do you agree? Or it's a lifetime journey?
It is a lifetime journey, by the way. I think there is so many phases of digital transformations. I don't think there is so many companies have been in the digital transformation since 10 years ago, and they still did not reach to the stage where the machine-to-machine connectivity. I believe now we just introduced the 5th generation of internet. That one of the main purpose of having a better machine connectivity, and having a machine can talk and can decide on people's behalf.
So do you like to reflect on your experience? You are a mechanical engineer, and now you are talking about transformation. You're running one of the biggest factories among Savola Group. You have been in a big project. You have created use which you never had in your mind, like things we are used to. So can you share with us your experience, reflect, because the factory will be different, the management will be different. So would you reflect, please?
We have passed through so many challenges during our work. This is a new step of change in food industry. Our factory is not a brand new factory. The factory has been built since 40 years old. One of the main challenge at that time that was faced in Savola is the machine connectivity, because we have a little bit older machineries, so it was not equipped for connectivity. We spent a lot of time doing that until we reached to the stage that the machine is connected, and it is and the data is floating from the machine to the cloud service. This is one of the main challenge. The other challenge is people, the culture, because people, they will think that we introduce such concept to terminate or to eliminate people, and this is a completely wrong, what they call it, wrong assumptions. If we go back to the financial banks a long time ago, they used to have so many people working in tellers. Now ATM machine is there. It didn't come and replace the teller machine, the tellers. Sorry, the machine came to have a better service to the consumer and enable those banks is to expand their branches. They can build a couple of branches more than what was used to be before having the ATM machines, and the application now in our softwares where we can do our money transactions from home.
Okay, interesting. So can we share with you? Do you like to add anything or give you a couple of questions for people?
I'm ready for any questions from people.
There is one. How can I start my career in digital transformation industry? It's a question. So I would like to.
I believe nowadays is become so easy. The internet is there. You can go and Google it. You can go and search. You can go and read all articles that are talking about the digital transformation. In case you want to go and visit some of factories that they already started adapting the digital transformation, it will add also a lot of that. He can, like now, he's joining a conferences of digital transformation where it enriched his knowledge and experience.
Yes. Okay. So another question: how can small companies start?
As I told you, he should first of all identify his weaknesses and why he wanted to go and do the digital transformation. So what is his aim? What my current weaknesses? Start with the lowest and the simplest use cases, and that use case that can give a better and good return of investment. This will be the start point.
Can you explain the meaning of a use case and an example? Because some people here are not familiar with it.
Okay, use case is why you're going to do the digital transformation. From our point of view, we feel that digital transformation, one of the use cases that we can use the digital transformation, for example, having drones, having the machine connectivity, machine learning, digital twins, all of these are the use cases. So which use cases of the digital transformation you want to adapt that can help your business to deliver?
So automation of efficiency collection data from the machine is a use case.
Is a use case. This is one of the use cases.
Yes, like if you get the data and it calculates the waste from the line, the number of bottles, everything is automated, it could be a use case. So we don't want people to think that digital transformation, it's about complexity. It could be about something you do day to day. It takes a lot of time and the information is never 100% accurate, for example, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right, actually.
Simple thing, because people think digital transformation, I will use AI to run my factory, I will have cyber physical system, and no,
this is so advanced. Yeah, this is so advanced. Just start in the beginning, identify your issues in the plant, what the use case that you can use in the digital transformation that can help the issues and the weaknesses you have in your area.
Yeah. Okay. So another question, if you allow us to have, how can a small companies start it? He's asking about starting this small companies. I think it's.
I think we already answered that. Yeah, as I said, you should not go and aim for a very advanced system. You can go in automation. You can go to having a real data exploring in your plant. This is the start, and I don't think it will cost a lot.
Okay. Someone is asking you, people change management methodology. Say, how did you manage people in terms of change culture? Okay, and how people are the working environment. How did you manage?
Yeah, this is one of the way why we decide to go with the pilot area, because even if we think back again to when at that long time ago when they introduced the lean concept, it was one of the issues that people is how they can adapt to having an autonomous maintenance, having 5 S's. By doing a pilot area and trying to prove the concept in a small area, it will help you to get the buy-in of your people. It will help you to change their mindset. They start believing that the system is contributing positively to their day-to-day work. It will ease their work. It will ease their environment. It will make their environment more safer than before. All of that, it will help to get the buy-in and change the people mentality and the culture.
Fully agree. Fully agree. Thank you. So we still have more speakers and more questions, but someone is asking, is there a framework for digital transformations that can be applied in contracting companies in the field of construction? He's talking about construction specific.
I think digital transformation applicable everywhere. You just go and find. I think there is so many companies can help you. So many consultants in digital transformation, they can help you and your hand toward the digital transformation journey. You just you should have just the belief, select the right one, and start.
And by the way, there are some frameworks for manufacturing, like Siri model by Singapore Industry 4.0 Index. There is as well something for digital transformation for construction, Mr. Tariq. So you can contact me directly and I will help you. We have resources for this. So we can help you because construction is becoming very agile. So lots of practice. So we can help you with something. So please contact me directly and I'll put you my email for this. Okay. So I think it's these are people questions, okay, and you answered most of them. So someone is asking you, what is the meaning of pilot line?
Pilot is you just take a sample of your area of work. You should not go and do it across all the areas that you have. You just select one area where you have your focus. You learn from that area. You trying to execute, and you trying to get a success story in that area where it can help you to take the management buy-in as well as the people on the shop floor buy-in.
Okay. So it could be anything. It's always, we do pilot. Even when people do lean, they do pilot. When they do visual management, they do pilot. When you go to make a model machine in TPM, total productive maintenance, you do pilot. So pilot is a concept, we do it all the time, okay?
Yeah.
If Sigma, when you do define, measure, analyze, improve, control, in improve, they always say pilot. Make a trial, make...
The pilot could be a machine, could be a line, it could be a processes itself.
Yes, okay. So last question for you, Hattan. What is ROI system? Because you talked about ROI, return on investment. How you calculate it? How you measure it?
It is a very simple calculation. If I'm going to invest 1 million riyal, and this 1 million riyal, it will return and profit of 2 million riyal. This means this is the 2 million riyal is the return of investment. This means the payback of this investment of 1 million riyal is less than 1 year.
Okay. So one is asking you question, are you talking about sugar business or oil business?
I'm talking about oil business here now, currently.
But it can be applied to sugar business as well, right? Because it's
it can be applied everywhere. Sugar, oil, pasta. I'm talking here about safola, croissant, specialty fats. Just now we had a question in construction. It can be applied everywhere. The government, they applied. So why we cannot do it in the industry?
Yes. Okay. So we have another question for you. What do you think Savola needs cybersecurity? It's a question about cybersecurity for Savola.
Can you repeat again, Shireen? What is asking about cyber?
Asking about Savola need cybersecurity.
Yes, for sure. If you have a connection with the cloud, you should have a cybersecurity in order to protect your connectivity and your cloud.
Okay. Someone is asking you what digital transformation brand you are using their technology, like Aviva or GE or what?
We are building our own brand. Our main focus in Savola is to have a co-initiative concept where we co-invest with Deloitte and AWS. It reached to the go-to market. So we need our main goal in this digital transformation. It is not just to build a digital transformation and automation in our plant. It's also having a product ready in the market for any food industry that they can use. So we're helping others. We are trying to shorten the period for others.
Okay, so thank you. So